barnyard, a stable wicket creaked.
Where Timmy also listened.
His face was white and peaked.
His eyes were hollows
Of
of
madness.
his hair like moldy hay.
But he loved the landlord's daughter.
The landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog, he listened.
And he heard the robber say,
"One kiss, my bonny sweetheart. I'm after a prize tonight."
But I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light.
Yet if they press me sharply, and harry me through the day,
Then look for me by moonlight.
watch for me by moonlight, I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way. He rose upright in the stirrups. He scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hair at the casement.
His face
Burned like a brand.
as a black cascade of perfume.
Came tumbling over his breast.
And he kissed his waves in the moonlight.
Oh, sweet black waves in the moonlight.
Then Nick out at his rein
In the moonlight.
and galloped away to the west.
He did not come in the dawning.
He did not come at noon,
And out of the tawny sunset,
before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's ribbon,
looping the purple moor.
a red-coats troop came marching.
Marching, marching, King George's men came marching up to the old inn door. They said no word to the landlord. They drank his ale instead. But they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed.
Soon they knelt their casement.
With muskets at their side, there was death at every window, and hell.
One dark window, where best could see there were casements.
The road that he would ride. They had tied her up to attention with many a sniggering jest.
Bound the musket beside her, with the barrel beneath her breast.
Now keep and watch.
And they kissed her. She heard the dead man say,
Look for me by moonlight.
"Watch for me by moonlight."
I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way. She twisted her hands behind her, but all the not so good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood.
They stretched
And prayed in the darkness, and the hours crawled by like years, till now,
Stroke of midnight.
cold,
the stroke of midnight.
the tip of one finger touched it. The trigger at least was hers.
The tip of one finger touched it. She strove no more for the rest.
Up.
She stood up to attention with the barrel beneath her breast.
She would not risk their hearing. She would not strike again.
And the road lay bare in the moonlight.
Blank and bare in the moonlight.
And the blood of her veins in the moonlight.
Throbbed her love's refrain.
Slot, slot,
Slot, had they heard it? The horse hoofs ringing clear.
slot,
Slot, in the distance.
Were they deaf that they did not hear?
Down the ribbon of moonlight, over the brow. The highwayman came riding. The redcoats looked to their grinding.
She stood up, straight and still.
Slot, in the frosty silence. Slot.
In the echoing night.
Nearer he came,
And nearer.
Her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She drew one last deep breath.
Then her finger moved in the moonlight. Her musket shattered the moonlight. Shattered her breast in the moonlight.
And warned him with her death.
He turned.
Spurred to the west.